Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a loose pigment, gorgeous pink look, with a little bit of real talk, and some self-care. So let's get to it. I guess this is confession time. I don't know if I really should post this because, well, no, whatever. I called in sick to work because my partner was a bully. Yeah. I hate confrontation. I hate conflict. And to be honest, I don't know if it's just my past with domestic violence, but I just freeze. I can't think of anything to say. I can't stand up for myself. And then I get so mad at myself for not standing up for myself that I cry from anger at myself. And then the person thinks that I'm crying because of what they said or something. But, you know, oftentimes it's actually just I'm mad at myself. I feel like I've betrayed myself by not standing up for myself. I've had a partner who's a bit of a bully. And she's kind of known for being a bully. And I've never worked with her before, so I wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt. But it's been a few shifts, and she's been awful. And I haven't said anything, or I haven't done or said anything about it other than complain to everyone that will listen and then cry about it privately. I called in sick to work today because I couldn't face her. It was literally emotional torture and abuse yesterday. I couldn't face her again today. Thought about getting a different assignment, but then what if I run into her? What would I say? What would I do? She would be more confrontational to me than I would be to her, and I couldn't face any of that today. So yeah. So to lighten the mood, what we're doing is some self-care. I thought about what I need to say to this person and what I'm going to say. I need to come up with a script because I panic and I freeze and nothing comes out. So I need to come up with a script to say, and yeah, I will be okay. But today's video, we're going to focus on, I guess, why be a bully? Like, honestly, we're going to focus on self-care because I took today off. I'm going to go see my family, do my hair and my makeup, play with my dog, do things that help cheer me up. So I will be okay, and today is going to be a good day. But why be a bully? Honestly, what do you get out of it at this age? Like, were you never my age before? Were you never new to a job before? Were you not ever, what is I'm trying to say? You're not perfect, bitch. No one's perfect. So where's the common humanity for my normal human errors? So I'm doing a face mask. I've done my eyebrows. I'm gonna do a little bit of journaling, and I've decided that when I take this face mask off, I am washing that day away and have a clean, fresh face for a new day. And then I'll do my makeup to cheer myself up. And of course, I'm gonna do something pink. And speaking of pink, one of those Halloween colors from my story that we voted for was Pink Panther. And again, I don't think I have ever used, is the word right? There we go. I don't think I've ever used this color either. So I'm super excited. So for this pink look, I'm going to use the Omrizi palette. It is my favorite pink palette. It is so beautiful. It's early morning right now, so I haven't exercised the little man. So I had to give him a frozen Kong treat that I made him with frozen pumpkin in it. So he's snacking on that so that I can do this in silence. Otherwise, he will be crying. Normally I have to exercise him before I do my videos so that I have peace. I can't believe we are in September already, but that just means that I can officially go all out with my Halloween decor. And start bringing out those fall lip colors and fall looks. So this is probably my last pink look for a little bit, because then I'll be going into the browns and mauves and burgundies. Loki just took his Kong into our bedroom. Yesterday for work I made him a lick mat, and I came home from work and the mat was in our bedroom on the bed. So that means he took it and finished it in bed. How fucking cute is that? I put pumpkin on one half and plain Greek yogurt on the other half. And then I put kibble and other goodies in it, frozen peanut butter hearts. It's just peanut butter in a heart-shaped mold that was frozen. And I stick that to the yogurt or the pumpkin and then freeze the whole mat. So he has to work harder at getting the food, and licking is supposed to be really good for their enrichment and to decrease anxiety. So he gets anxious when I leave the house, so I make these little mats for him. And if you would like to make them for your babies too, I have them linked in my Amazon storefront under Loki. Okay, this is the gorgeous palette I was talking about. How stunning. One of my most favorite palettes. So I'm gonna go in first with OG all over the crease. You guys know by now it's just to lay something down, set the concealer, and to help you blend other shades. I can't wait to start doing fall events with my family. My mom and I go to the pumpkin patch every year and do the little corn maze. Last year we took our babies. They were little puppies then. They were so cute. We got them little denim coveralls. Oh, the sweetest thing. And we also do the, they call it something different each year, I think, but like midnight pumpkins or whatever. You go when it's dark and all these extravagant and intricately carved pumpkins are all lit up. It is absolutely amazing what some people can do. Last year we saw a replica of Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers, there it is. Oh my gosh. Freddy, Michael, and someone else. It was so cool. Now I'm gonna take the shade Shemsa, and I'm gonna use that on the outer crease, blending it out. Kind of sticking to the outer corner of the eye. I have a pretty fluffy brush for this because I really want this to diffuse into the brown and to just bring this really gorgeous mauve. Now I'm going in with a flat angled brush and I'm putting on the glitter glue or glitter base from Peach's Makeup. And then I'm gonna go in with the pink pigment. Oh my God, so pretty. And I'm doing one eye at a time just because I feel like this glue dries fast. Now I'm going to take some dark brown and I'm just going to add that to the outer edge. I'm going to take a flat angled brush, a clean one, and mixing the darkest brown Yugo with the black shade BK. And I'm gonna just add some eyeliner. Just a skinny line, just for something for the lashes to stick to and to hide any lash glue, to mattify it, because sometimes lash glue will look shiny. Eyes are done. Now I'm gonna go in with skin. I went ahead and did my morning routine already. So I have some serums and whatnot. Now I'm going in with just a daily moisturizer. I did that mask, which felt so good, but it was like when you rub it off, it has little flakes in it that kind of exfoliate. So I just want to make sure that I really moisturize my skin. I don't think I've really said, and maybe I should say this for another video, but my why, I guess, for my cosmetics. Those that don't know, I have, little man's awake. Those that don't know, I have provided makeup services in my area for the last 4 or 5 years. And just this summer, I launched and released my own cosmetics. A lot of my clients are fitness competitors, brides, grad season, engagement season, you know, like engagement photo shoots. For myself, I personally have very sensitive skin. I have keratosis, rosacea, and just skin sensitivities in general to jewelry, foods. She's sensitive. So when it came to launching my own cosmetics, I knew that I wanted something that would not only be good for your skin, but also just be good, like good quality. So with time, trial, error, we have this. I called it the Velvet Matte Foundation because to me it just feels like velvet on the skin. It is so smooth and lightweight. It blends effortlessly, like 2 swipes and it's blended in. It actually wasn't until someone asked me if I was thinking about launching my own cosmetics. But then I was like, what an idea. Like, I'm always posting videos showing someone else's makeup. Why not be doing that with my own makeup, my own cosmetics? So I looked into it, trial and error later, here we are, and I have my own foundation and my own setting powder. I love being able to offer something that is not only good quality product for your skin, it is also super affordable. That was something that I was thinking a lot about. Like, some people sell foundation for like $68 a bottle. Like Miss Tilbury, Miss Charlotte, love her stuff, but my God, you know, and even Huda Beauty, $52 for like a little tiny tube of contour? That's insane to me. So, hence, the Velvet Matte Foundation. It is a Fenty and Lancome dupe. And cheaper than what they sell it for, I guarantee you. So I'm going in with shade F21. It is a light medium tan, warm, and look at that. Blends so easy. It's oil free and paraben free, and of course cruelty free. It has hyaluronic acid and vitamin E, so it's good for your skin. It won't worsen any breakouts. It's long-lasting and waterproof, sweat-resistant, humidity-resistant, buildable coverage, and light wear. Like, what more could you possibly need from a foundation? She hits all the marks. Now going in with NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer in Light 2. But this is quite light for me, so I'm going to use a little bit of it right here. And then I'm going to go in with another shade. e.l.f. Medium Neutral or something. Now I'm going in with my setting powder. It is non-comedogenic, flashback proof, transfer proof, and it lasts so long. I'm actually still using my tester. Like, it doesn't have any label on it, just a logo sticker. And this is still my tester from like 6 months ago. So lasts a long time. And this too just blends super easily. It works really well with cream and powder products. It works very well with the foundation, of course. So if you would like to check out more swatches of the foundation or setting powder, you can do so on my website, summerglowbeauty.com. Now, this powder, you can bake with it and leave it on, or you can brush it away right away, whatever you want. Now I'm going in with my favorite blush palette. This is the 8W Warm blush palette from Morphe. I'm gonna go in with a combination of Goals, Witty, and Beat. If you don't mix your blush, you're doing it wrong. I wasn't always a blush girly because of all my natural redness. I felt like I spent so much time taking the redness away with foundation and concealer that I didn't want to add redness back in with blush. But it just took practice of knowing what my undertone is of my skin and what colors flatter me the most. And so for me, that's actually more colors on the orange side, which you wouldn't think. But these two orange ones up here, they look so pretty on my skin. And if ever you're not sure where you should put your blush, if you do this trick right here. Brows done using the ABH Brow Wiz pencil in chocolate. Now I'm going in with some Clinique Longwear mascara on my bottom lashes. I love this mascara because the wand, I just like the shape of it. It's small and slender. And it's long wear, and like, we can't risk a mascara smear, as I just fucking get it on my skin. We can't risk a mascara smear in this heat, so I just use my tried and true. If you ever get mascara on your skin, I don't know if you can see it, I have it right there. Take a spoolie, a clean spoolie, and wait for it to dry completely, and then just use your spoolie to flake off the dried mascara. Set that shit. And there you have it. A pink mauve loose pigment look. And we only use like 3 colors. So easy and so beautiful. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know in the comments what else you'd like to see.